Hey there, fellow hunters. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients. Episode 50. Scattered, but still survive. Inu here is under attack. They're all chasing him. Break, I have an idea for you, pal. Do we have a sniper rifle? Even if we don't. Grab Smelly's love. We're gonna go wake up the mechs and have the mechs deal with this nonsense while Inu like runs. Just keep dodging, pal. What weapon do you have? Oh, LMG. Alright. Break, you're gonna have to time it so that you go out when, like, no one's around. Although Inu is getting pretty overwhelmed. Red. Have you hop in the shuttle and go do a quick pickup, because I'm not gonna be able to run through here. There's, like, too many enemies on my tail. Alright, also, schedule everybody forced inside. Okay, you did get hit. What weapon? You have a chain shotgun? I really need to stay the hell away from you. You've got a SMG. Got it. Alright, this will be a little sketch. But, you know, what can I do? Hey boys, would you like to die? Alright, break. Go wake the mechs. Run miss will keep them at bay. Yeah, feel free to shoot toxins at her. I don't think that will matter very much. Alright, refilling shield belt. And then, break. You're gonna get close enough to piss off the bots, the clankers. And then jump the hell out of there. Glad I was topped up on hemogen. No bleeds. And I am going to evade their entire group, hop in the shuttle, and fly back to the bay, forcing the dummies into a fight against the mechs with me not having to really lift a finger. I am surprised that they're continuing to follow me despite the fact that I'm untargetable while long jumping. It's odd that they aren't resetting their combat preference. Alright, Bobo shuttle can launch. Sorry, Slickers. Not today. That could have been a lot worse. They, like, basically landed on Inu, and Inu was like, yeah, I got this. Alright, everyone's forced inside. And now I can just chill and watch the Miasma Slickers get smashed to death by the centipedes. So, predictions up for Shawnee Bear. And Shawnee Bear will be out in 1 day. Predictably, the slickers are... Actually, they're doing a pretty good amount of damage to 2 of the centipedes. Because these slickers are, like, impressively geared, I would say. They have pretty good weapons. Assault rifles and SMGs and LMGs and chain shotguns. Yep. Works for me. If I really wanted to put the screws to them, I would, like, shoot them as a third party, but I don't really need to do that. Because I'm pretty sure the mechs will win, and I can just sit back and wait for them to kill each other. Alright, this is now your death rest chamber. It's only slightly impressive, so maybe I'll... yeah. Go take your serum. And the slickers are fleeing. This is fine. Now the issue... oh, solar flare, that sucks. You aren't flared down... yeah, you're not flared down there. So the other thing is... now we have to go out with sniper rifles to clear the rest of the threat. Because obviously I can't, like, traverse around the map tile with a whole bunch of mechs spooled up to murder. So... oh, Scorpio, I don't know why you're here. That was an accident. What's your mining yield now that you're awake? 141. No real point in having anyone mine anything but you, I would say. I wonder how much you get per tick. I'm gonna have you go get the silver now. I'm really curious. I think normally the yield for silver is what, like... I might even have someone else mine one node of it. Trade with Dryden. Flak vests for... you know what? Flak vests are kind of expensive, so I'm not doing that. I was going to say, normally it's like 39 silver a node, and we got 46 a node. That's pretty good. Pretty good. A lot of the Miasma slickers that we had killed were wearing recon armor that can be stripped. And then, of course, is like corpse cleanup. You can see the ratio of unique sniper rifle shots to regular sniper rifle shots. Like, Enu's really putting the hurt to them, right? It should be only a quarter of the damage, but it's like more like half. Because I'm guessing armor pen changes and max damage changes. It's just a more damaging weapon. There's only one left. It's almost broken. Actually, Red Mist, come over here and just smash the defoliator. And then we have a lot of gazelle wildlife to hunt once we're done. Finished. Alright, so as far as the void goes, There is nowhere to actually avoid right now. So the entire map is permissible. And the threat's over. All's well that ends well. I was briefly nervous for Inu, because he was pretty surrounded. But it turned out fine. Why are we hauling... Oh, you're hunting gazelle. I was like, why are we hauling dead gazelle... skeleton. Misinterpreted that. How long is a solar flare? 8 hours? Can we have power, please? Alright, Shawnee Bear, how's it going? 10 hours left? Cool. And... we won't be able to do the Xenogerm configuring until we get power back. That's annoying. I think I'm just going to pick and choose what we even bother hauling back to base, which is really just the recon armor. A lot of the stuff out here, I'm just gonna leave to rot because I don't care. What was that message? Oh, solar flare ending. Okay. It was also a success. So he's ageless and fertile. Okay. So you no longer age and you can always have children. In fact, you have children a bit too effectively. You're 16? Wait a minute. Oh, what did I do? Oh, God. Okay. All right. I just became a gigolo. I don't like that. Let's get you out of this lab. So, good job. You did it. I made a... yeah. Not going there. Time to rescue you from existence. Alright. Prediction. It worked. And Fang Face's second Xenogerm. You will have a metabolism of 2. Yeah, I think we overdid it. So I have 7 to play with. So let's open the V2. I could add low sleep. And that would bring you down to -2 from +2. Maybe strong social? Just so we have like another person that has some social skills. So this is V3, and this is max complexity. And we have 2 old Xenogerms that we'll obviously need to like do something with. Alright, I turned off the lab. Yes, cool. And we extracted animal war call. I don't care about that at all. Reset genes and cycle again. So, you wouldn't really need to reset your genes. I mean, we can reset your genes if you want. We could just reimplant another Xenogerm, wiping out everything you have. It's just that ageless and fertile, or fertile, aren't negatives. So, like, if we reset your genes, we could make a better xenogerm for an implantation, sure, because we have a lot more genes that we have since scanned. But in terms of what you just went through the lab for, none of it is a problem. It would, however, lower your complexity, which might be good. It really depends on how you analyze it. So that's up to you. It's totally up to you. So this is the third gene pack, and then Radlocker also wants to go through. Radlocker wants to go into the gene queue. And when you say snip and wait a while, do you mean a new xenogerm, Krieg? Because I don't know what snip and wait a while means. That's not, like, English to me. Okay, I'm going to assume the chances here are the same as everyone else. It's 6611, but I'll just double check it. Yeah, 6611. So, I'll run another prediction. Radlocker's going in. Flip. You move the capsule. And yes, I know I have 2 comas at once, or whatever, but we just got rated, so that's why I think it was fine. Alright, start a new prediction. Will this one succeed? The other thing we're waiting on is Ghost Guide to Physics. The other thing we're waiting on is the tubonic legs. And it would be good to have Fangface's xenogerm implantation coincide with the tubonic leg attachments at the same time. So it's like one downed coma rather than 2. So I'll try to time that correctly. Man, I really need to do something about your genetic pessimism now. Although, having you see a bunch of corpses, I'm sure, is doing you no favors. Alright, and, Krieg, you want a... Well, I could do a perform a tubal, ligation. The thing is, like, you're not coupled with anyone, so I don't really need to. I don't need prophylactics for you, because you aren't in a relationship and you're not sharing a bed with anyone. So I don't think snipping is something that is, like, necessary. But I'll consider your request, if you do partner up. So, Mr. Breakfire, you are making one more advanced component for the bionic leg. So I think what I want to do is make sure that the Fangface V3 can work as a xenogerm. And yep, it does work. And I'm going to implant the Fangface V3 in Fangface when I have the 2 bionic legs set to go, which will be in like a little bit. Just so that it's like 1 coma, not 2. Oh, there's boomalopes on the map tile. I know, Break. Boomalope hunting is like not your jam, considering you're a sanguiphage, but... Try to ignore the fire. If you're able. Uh-oh. Inu fired and they all got pissed. Okay. Shiny Bear is up and ready to mangle or something. I don't know. Genetic weirdness. So I'm sending out all the shooters out here. I probably need to adjust their weapons, so I'll do that after this fight. So that they have fast fire rate weapons, because having a bunch of sniper rifles is kind of worthless in terms of, like, base defense. Which means, you have a shooting of 20. You could use what the heck you want. You use this assault rifle. Flip 12. You'll use a heavy SMG. Shiny Bear 18. Do I have another assault rifle somewhere? There we go. And then Fang Face at 5. Although that's going to change because you're getting great shooting implanted. We'll give you a heavy SMG. Oh, there is a better assault rifle, too. I'm going to give you that better assault rifle. The Masterwork. That I think Inu previously was using, but whatever. Sharing is caring. And then, of course, there's Radlocker, too. Ooh, finally. This was the inspiration. And it was Masterwork. Awesome. Well, Flip, be proud. That's a pretty good piece of art there. Red Mist by White. This piece depicts an enormous white scorched stone partially embedded in the ground. 3 oysters mill around uncertainly. Almost every shape in the image seems to be focused. The illustration tells the story of a meteorite falling near Red Mist encampment. Okay. But dining room's up to extremely impressive, I think. It was already extremely impressive, so it didn't move anything. It just makes it a little more dirt-proof for quality or something. Alright, break. Let's have you make the Bionic Leg. And Vidism, thank you for the resub. Oh, we need a kick. Well, Fang, you have horrible melee. How about you kick? Kick better. Kick better. Kick way better. Come on. Keep kicking. Oh my god. Please. A 4K kick? No, not 2.5. Not 2.1. 4.8? I have never seen it that high. Alright, good job. I'm proud of you. I knew you could do it. You had it in you. Eventually. Alright, I'm gonna reassume the whole like meat from chem fuel. Actually, you know what? We have a lot of wood. So I'm gonna do wood from chem fuel before meat. And then the ingredient radius here I'm gonna reduce a little bit. So Radlock will be out soon. And what I would like to do is once we have enough, that was another success. Once we have enough people going through the labs, I want to go attack the next lab. That's like kind of important to me. So what'd you get? You're a genius and you have long hair. Yeah, that checks out. So your genius trait. Growth point, I mean, that doesn't really help you. Global learning and hacking speed is insanely fast. Well, that will help with the labs. And then you have long hair, so... nice, I guess. So that prediction was a positive. Am I still making survival meals? I'll check in a second. I don't think... oh, no, I am definitely not. And Breakfire wants to go... actually, you know what? Leave that on. I'm going to have Breakfire enter his next test now. Carrying Radlocker out. And this is, so we'll install the splice again, but it should be roughly the same. Yeah, 6611, doesn't really change. So entering, inject, carried, and this time I'm going to refuel. So one more prediction. Will it succeed? I'm not too worried about his personal inventory because I wasn't using the sniper rifles anyway. I was phasing them out. As stated. There we go. Yet another. I like how Scorpio came out of the lab and just stepped over Radlocker and was like, yeah, this is fine. What I didn't do, however, is finish that bionic leg. Oops, I should have done that first. Oh well. So the longer term, we can either break Palgarlork out or go to one of the request or sea site. And these have us fighting gene soldiers. What is the priority? I'm going to pull you guys. What to do next? Save a pigskin? Or head to a super soldier lab? Because I haven't really had any other requests or quests or anything like that that I've like cared about. The supplies is like whatever. I'm actually going to delete that. I'm not interested. I could get the plasteel, but Breakfire would be the miner of choice, and he's currently being experimented upon. With that said, he would mine it pretty quickly. Face looks like they just saw their grandmother in the shower. I guess. Waste pack clearance? Yeah, absolutely not. Speaking of waste packs, how close are we to understanding waste pack? 18 out of 8,000 or 80. Not well. That Super Soldier Labs are only a 1-star difficulty quest? No, it's just lying to you. I don't think the mod considers the challenge rating correctly. So pay no attention to those numbers for modded content. Brick will be out in a day and a half. Radlocker will be awake in about a half day. And that will resolve the current queue as soon as Fangface gets the Xenogerm. So that's what we're waiting on, is Fangface getting legs in a Xenogerm. And then we'll head out to the lab. Starvation. That's no good. Because I don't have a doctor. Inu, you can pretend to be a doctor for a minute. The other thing to take a look at is there's actually plenty of time before I have to next death rest. So it really depends on how quickly I do this, but that's something to keep an eye on, obviously, because we're not going to want to delay our attack until death rest comes next. I feel bad for any animal that decides to, like, migrate to this volcano, as I'm just killing all of them. You think it's the first time chat's not going for new colonists? Also, the poll shouldn't be there. Just move it over. There we go. Alright, I guess we're going to go to the Super Soldier Lab. Alright, Radlocker. You have a shooting of... Oh god, okay. We'll give you... I don't think I have any assault rifles, so I'll just give you the heavy SMG. At this point, like, our shooters are just... I don't really have to worry about them too much. They're very, very capable. In fact, Radlocker, you have such accuracy, I'll give you the assault rifle. Cool. Looking good. You got scared of... I guess, technically, yes. There was fire out here. It's like random thunderstorm fire. He was like, oh no! Fire! I'm a vampire! Okay. Power looks good. Fuel looks good. Everything's good in the top secret lab. No problems. I mean, in idling, we're just like making a whole lot of art, which is fantastic. I did pause the like. Oh my god, we have so many limestone. Hey, Flip, keep making those sculptures, because dear lord, do we have a lot of limestone now? Shawnee Bear's like, hey, there's nothing better to do. I'm just gonna cut some stone. Okay. Yayo from the sky. Yep. I trust that. No-heartedly. And I'm being warned I don't have a miner, and that's fine. I wanted a break to mine it because of the yield bonuses. So we didn't fully solve our, like, food problems. We still don't have a ton of rice because of the power outage, like, killed it all. The progress, at least. Put a sniper rifle shelf in the hallway? I could. Let's see. I think what I'll do is this. I'm gonna put weapons here. Just all weapons. That are assault rifles, sniper rifles, and SMGs. And that way I don't have to go hunting for them as much. Certainly have the limestone for it. Although I'm probably going to want to move the chunks and slag zone a bit, because I don't want to fill the hallway. Alright, Rake, you are out in 6 hours. Come on, Yinyu. Yeah, there you go. The rest of the weapons in here I don't much care about. And I'll just aim to sell them once the next opportunity arises. So now that we have a bunch of the genomic attenuators, the real advantage of the genomic attenuators is the negative genes that we're getting are so, like, neutral Oh, yes. They're so neutral that, like, there's not a lot of risk to experimentation as a result. Which is awesome. Scorp, he's gonna need help. Or she's gonna need help. Oh, nope. You got it. Eventually. A change in skin color, or like a change in fertility, or like a change in hair length. It's not like the negative consequences we were getting before, making you like incapable of stuff or ugly or something rough. So the real advantage is some of the parts that we're missing, the trait selection and the aberration redirector allows you to pick the good gene out of 2 and the bad gene out of 2, and getting those would double our chances for good stuff, right? More or less. So this was another success. You gained Masterful Social and Thin Body. So Matt, what is Masterful Social exactly? Wow, you can remove Unwaveringly Loyal. My god. You're also going to be the Trade King now, I think. Because your social's probably a flat 100. Or 20. No, it's 18. But still, I mean, you blow Scorpio out of the water at this point. Okay, Scorpio, or someone that can go rescue Red Mist. It feels weird having Red Mist go save Breakfire, because Red Mist, like, low-key hates Breakfire, or rather, the inverse is true. But, whatever. Alright, let's flick this off. That resolves, I think, everything in the gene queue, except for Fangface's Xenogerm implantation, which will be done as soon as Breakfire finishes the last leg. And that resolves the prediction. Bunch of successes in a row. Not of, like, really sexy genes, but still, they weren't bad. And then the negative trait of being thin is like, oh no, I'm thin now. God, I wish I could, you know, have such horrible affliction. Raven Bear, thank you for the gifted subs, by the way. I appreciate it. Cheers. Now you just need a pilot system to go on solo journeys, or alternatively, you need to level up your ant to something, a number better than 0. Your genes made you pretty stupid. And still, yet you have Scorpio Beat, which is Scorpio genes is like, yeah, piloting, don't know how. Do you need to be conscious to enter for ejections, or can you go in a coma? That's a very good question. I think you can go in a coma, because you can insert a person, but you can't be in a death rest coma, because you have to be in your death rest casket for that. But if you're wondering if, like, Fangface in a Xenogerm coma could be inserted into the thing, yes, I think that would be hypothetically possible. So the current priority right now is to implant Fangface and head to Soldier Lab. So that means Breakfire needs to finish up this bionic leg, do the Xenogerm and 2 bionic legs and a Fangface. Fangface is the only one without bionic legs. Everyone else has them. Right? And then once that's done, we'll head to probably the Recon Request Lab, not the C-Site Lab. Although eventually we're going to want to do both. But there's a guaranteed mutagen inhibitor core in the Recon Request, which prevents mutations, removes all chances for mutations. So I want to go for the guaranteed inhibitor core rather than the RNG of like, hey, it's a sealed vault, I don't know what's in there. And I think that makes the most sense. Where did Smelly's love go? Is it still on Scorpio? Scorpio, where did you put the love? Oh, it's on the floor. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patron, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow soldiers.